What's good, fellas?
What's going on? How you feeling?
Feeling good. I'm feeling good. How are y'all?
Doing good. Doing good. Bro, how many locations you got?
This guy.
You got like multiple houses or something. Every time we talk to you, you somewhere new or got something new?
Listen. So usually I would be at my dining room table, but because my niece and nephews are still asleep, I just decided to set up in my room. So
Oh, gotcha.
my
Gotcha.
bed, mirror, So
Yeah. Okay. So what's up? Oh,
that's it.
your sister, so they still in town?
Yeah, they leave this evening, going back to down south.
So how was it overall? How was like they staying and
It was
kicking it with?
good. It was good. It was good. Just with children and family. It's always gonna be some. You know, Um, but no, it was good. It was a good time. I'm glad that they're growing so fast and life comes at you fast. So like you have to be. Everything is about perspective. So I literally was just like this. They're never going to be this age before. We're never going to be able to have this much time again. You just never know.
Yeah.
So once that perspective switched, I was like, yeah, hey, I'll stay for another. Okay, not for real. But no, it was good. It was good. It was good. We had a good time.
You know what's so interesting? I was just thinking about that with my little brother because I have a little brother. He'll be 15
Mhm.
like Tuesday. Now I'm thinking
Wow.
about it. It's Tuesday. Um, and I was just thinking like how like literally what you just said, like the fact that they are at such a young age,
Mhm.
and it's like those moments and the way that you view them in a moment, how that's like such a fleeting thing that is never going to be that way. Because like I was just like he's
Yeah.
in Chicago, and
Yeah.
I was just FaceTiming him the other day, and he was like, he picked up the phone, he's like, hello. Like, boy, if you don't lighten up your voice, like what is his voice getting deeper and stuff like that? Like, are you ready for all this change? So it's
I'm
like
mad.
you got this image of them at this age, and like in my mind, I view him as being like a 7-year old still running
Mm-hmm.
around stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, stepping and stuff. He literally like doubled in age, and it's just weird. You know what I mean? It's just
It
really
is. It's so weird.
yeah. So like I definitely understand what you're saying, especially like when you got them at that, you got the opportunity to spend that time with them and really, just to get the bond with them and
Yeah.
that type of thing, definitely leverage it. Yeah. Yeah. So I definitely understand that.
Dwayne, you must be an only child. That's why you're so quiet.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, I'm the youngest, so
Oh, the youngest. Okay.
I look in the mirror, I'm like, damn, I'm not 10 anymore. I got real bills.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah,
20
that's cool, man. How you feeling overall?
Overall, I feel good, man. I already told you, like, with family being in town, it was a little bit challenging, but I already told y'all last week, like tomorrow, tomorrow I'm dedicating being in the gym
Mm.
4 days a week because I have one day with Monday through Friday. I'm gonna just knock it out and make time for it. Hate waking up early, so it's not happening in the morning time.
Mhm.
But yeah. My aunt just sent me something. My aunt just sent something to our family group chat about like the harmful effects of like not getting adequate sleep. That's something that I've struggled with for like a long time or whatever.
Mm.
Um, and it's just I noticed these things, but implementing them is another factor. And then the 18th is the day that money gets taken out of my account. So that was yesterday. So I was like, oh, what? So what we gonna do? What we gonna do is do that. You know what I mean? Like I don't waste money. But it's up to me. So yeah. I mean, I'm feeling good overall. I'm feeling good. It's just so tricky with like how my weight is like fluctuating or whatnot. I think that's been like one thing to kind of like point out.
Mhm.
Just like one day it'll be like 228, and then it'll be like 232 or 229. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
it's ever changing. But But yeah, no. I'm feeling good. Like Dwayne had tasked me to look at the portal or what have you.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah. So I've been looking at meals. Um, yeah, I've just been looking at meals. You know, I had some questions for you guys because, like, for example, I made some, or my sister made some like chickpea curry, right? And that's not in the plan per se. And I don't know what she put, like it was like a stew kind of curry type situation, and I'm sure it was like, I mean, it's chickpeas, carrots, and potatoes.
No
So
Mhm.
I don't know how much. Like, I don't like again like from our last conversation. I don't know, or from Tuesday. Like, I don't know how to gauge that, but it's like a whole bunch. And I feel like it's healthy. I mean, it's chickpeas, it's curry, it's what have you. So, of course, I
Mhm.
could look in my fitness pal, but like as far as the meal prep, the meal planning, and getting to the goals, I think that's my only question. How does that work? How does that intertwine or whatnot? I got curry in there. Do I just go on my fitness pal and say like, well, a cup of vegan chickpea curry is usually 400 calories or whatever, 10 grams of whatever. I think that's like my only thing being able to gauge it as far as like, um, I mean, of course, I know I have to stay on the meal plan. I got my salad ready. I got my vegan chicken, whatever the case may be. But like, just regulating that to stay on the goals and to be on par with the meal plan. I guess that's like my only question.
Yeah. Okay. Well, can you hear me first off? I just
Yeah.
switched my mic. Okay. So it's a couple things. One, let's backtrack right fast with what you mentioned about the weight. So that's definitely going to be a ongoing thing to some extent, for a ton of different factors. Um, One, like you mentioned, like eating different foods that's outside of the plan that may contribute to it, because weight, one, is just like the overall account of everything that's in your body. So if you eat, for example, like the chickpea curry, that probably has a little bit more sodium in there, probably a few more carbs, which is cool, but it's just the fact that that's going to help you, what's going to cause you to hold more water. So when you weigh in, on those days that you weigh in, depending on what you ate the night before, you may be up a little bit more in weight than you actually are. That don't mean that you have that much fat or you gain, 3 pounds of fat when you go from 229 to 232 or whatever.
Right.
But it's just more water that you hold on to, or more food in your stomach that you haven't used or bathroom, whatever it may be. So that's why we do the once per week weigh in, because we go by the average of how your weight is trending over a period of time. Because that's going to cause us to see how, like if you're staying the same or if you're going up a little bit of weight, and then what's the next move after that. Because if you are staying the same week after week, then that one means that something happened with your calories,
Hmm.
that you probably aren't, one, having what's on the meal plan or eating everything accurately or tracking accurately. Or if you are tracking everything 100% accurately and you're eating everything on the plan and you're doing it exactly as it should be done, then it just means that it's time for adjustments. That we got to
Okay.
adjust the calories or add in some more cardio or make some type of adjustment. So that's that piece. Um, as far as the curry, you're saying that that's what you're going to be having this upcoming week, or are you saying that's just for today, or what's the?
Was made in it. It literally um was like a bag of chickpeas, right? Because I like to buy dry beans. I use cans sometimes, but I like to buy dry beans, and it
Sure.
literally was made in the instant pot. So like,
Mm.
it's a lot.
Mm.
It's a lot. But I mean, I can always like share that with some friends. I can always freeze it, um, or what have you. So I mean, I'm not really tripping off that for real. But you just in case, like I do have, like, will it be appropriate? I mean, you say yeah or no. Will it be appropriate to like have that and some quinoa and like a green veggie for like lunch? You know what I mean? I think that's where I'm getting at. Is that appropriate? Is that feasible? Should I not? Should I just stick with okay, with one of the things in the virtual kitchen? one of the things on your meal plan. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Mhm. Well, it depends on what the goal is. If the goal is to continue to progress, prioritize weight loss, prioritize losing more weight this week, then I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because you don't know the total amount of calories. You can have it, but just keep in mind that there's going to be some level of potentially staying at the same weight this week because you don't know necessarily how many calories was used, and then you don't know what else to, because one, the thing is it's healthy, right? Like that's cool. Chickpeas, like you're adding in, the carrots and stuff like that you mentioned. But what else was added to it? Like what else was used? Was it like broth and things like that? And then the total amount of calories. Because it's all about the calories at the end of the day. I could say, yeah, go ahead and have it, but what else are you having that day that you plan on having with it? And then how many calories are you going to be taking in? And you can't know that if you don't know how many calories was used or how much was used when it was made. So always, like I said, if you're going to make something ahead of time, and did you use the whole bag of chickpeas or like how'd you go about it?
yeah. It was like the whole bag of chickpeas.
Okay. So like what I would do is like I would take that bag, and this is just how you can do it like moving forward, because there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with having her make that or doing that, whatever, as long as you're aware of how many calories was used on that whole entire thing. So let's just say it was the whole pot of the was it soup, chickpeas like soup.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
The whole thing, let's just say it was 4,000 calories for the whole entire thing that was made.
Yeah.
Completely fine. You will split that, let's just say, into 6 days or something like that for the whole week. So whatever 4,000 divided by six is, I don't know, like 800 or 700 or something like that. That means that that's a 700-calorie meal if it's split evenly in four contain or six containers.
Hmm.
So that means that, okay, well, I'll have this specific 700-calorie meal for lunch, and then I still got, for example, 13 other 100 calories to work with for the day. So I'll make my breakfast or I'll make my lunch and snack work with the 1,400 calories that I have
Yeah.
aside from that 1,700, that 700. But we got to know how many calories that we're putting in there. We can't just keep in mind that, okay, well, it's healthy. Healthy is amazing, but at the end of the day, we got to know how much food we're putting into our body in order to keep progressing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So at the end of the day, any question that you have concerning that, that's going to be the answer to it. It's what's up, man? What's going on?
I'm gonna call and say good morning.
Good morning. Like, what y'all doing? What y'all talking about?
I'm gonna call and talk about fitness and stuff like that. I'll house you later. Okay? You gonna leave me hanging? You gonna leave me hanging? Shh. All right. I'll holler at you in a little minute. Okay. I saw the door open. I was like, it's only one person. It's only one person.
Yeah.
When I closed the door, turn off the light. I already knew it was him. Um, but yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense, and I just wanted to like just know like moving forward because there's nothing wrong with making that or having that, right, but just
Yeah.
knowing like, okay, well, did you use 2 cups of broth? How many da 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 da? Did you use any specific seasonings or what have you? So
Yeah, and the thing is, I prefer you to do that. I prefer you to make something like that in bulk and then have it for the week, so that way you know exactly what you're gonna have every day for lunch or every day for dinner.
facts.
So that's completely fine. That's ideal. You know what I mean? But it's just the only thing is that you got to know how many calories and what's all in there. So if you use the whole bag of chickpeas, that's great. You know that all you gotta do is add up the nutrition facts. Let's just say it's 130 calories per serving, and it's a
Mhm.
total of 10 servings. That means it's 1,300
Yeah,
calories in that whole bag of chickpeas. Then everything else that you use, add up the same way, so you'll know that whole total amount of calories for that whole pot of soup. And then you divide that by 4 containers. So if it's 4,000 calories into 4 containers evenly, that's 1,000 calories per meal, right?
Mhm.
And then you know that, okay, well, it's 1,000 calories per meal. So I have another 1,000 calories to split for the rest of my meals for that day. That can be 500 for dinner, and then a 500 calorie snack, or 700 for dinner, and then a 300 calorie snack. However you want to divide it, that's fine. But we got to make sure that we know exactly how many calories we're putting into those meals, because like I said, keep in mind it can be healthy, but that don't mean that it's going to cause us to lose weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Avocados are healthy. You have too many of them, that's gonna boost up those calories and put you over. So
Yeah.
that's pretty
Nuts
much
too, like, specific type of nuts and so on and so forth.
yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, you can stock up on nuts. Like they so easy to eat and keep eating and keep eating.
Man,
You know what I mean? And before you know it, 500 calories later, you don't overdid it. But yeah, so that's the mindset behind that. Now, what's the availability for your training? Let's lock in some things before we even go into that. I want to like recap everything so far,
okay.
as far as like the last few weeks. Like how would you say like your um plan, and like what your actions have been this last couple of weeks, like what's been going on, like how you've been feeling about things just in general, like what's just give me like some recap of everything.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. Uh, man, I would definitely say it's been some discouraging moments,
Mm,
if I can be honest, just some
yeah.
discouraging moments. Like, dang, man, um, you know, like, oh, I didn't work out this week, or you know what I mean, stuff like I mentioned at the beginning of our call, not getting adequate rest. You know what I mean, like, um, just like I was told y'all on Tuesday I was a little under the weather. I'm still kind of stuffy or whatnot. Like my immune system being like knocked down. You know what I mean? And I know how to rebuild it. So those that was like a barrier that took
Mm,
place. That I just know I have to overcome. This a saving grace has been those Tuesdays like that. That accountability, working out with Dwayne or whatnot.
right.
Like after that, I feel good. I was telling him like I'm not even like eating anything crazy. Like I'm like I just want some water. You know what I mean? Like, I feel accomplished. I feel good. I feel empowered. I'm like, okay, even if that was like be one of 2 or 3 workouts for the day, um, I'm aware of like the little things matter. You know what I mean? I know that we should be getting 10,000 steps a day. So I be trying my hardest, to make sure I um, get my steps in daily. So I mean, it's just I feel like it's ups and downs.
Yeah.
Just even with the fact of like weighing in and just one day it being one number, the next day it being another number.
Mm,
So I feel like it's just been like definitely like ebbs and flows. Um,
yeah.
but again, you got to make that decision. You buckle down and you're paying money to, good hard-earned money to reach a goal, and it's up to you. So I know that I am the person. It's nobody else. It's not Najee. It's not Dwayne. It's not family. It's not. No, I take full responsibility. Um, I I just want to. I need to be able to just keep that open line of communications and you know and stay in that calorie mark. That's something that is new to me. Is very new to me. Like I remember just being very like put off and thinking it as daunting for people you see on Instagram. Yeah, I'm counting my macros, I'm counting my micros. Like, what is that? Like, why is that matter, bro? I didn't try to hear all that. Like, no, it's just I'm not living my life like that. But until you make that decision to just like change for yourself, you're like, oh, okay, well, this is why it matters in the grand scheme of things. So I think it's just been a mindset shift. But yeah, it's been a little challenging. It's been a little
Yeah.
challenging. Have family here, eating good food. And so it's just like both ends. So yeah, my sister may make something or whatever the case may be, but it's also like portion control, something I struggle with. But it's like, okay, bro, well, if you eat in this, that, and the third, then you're gonna have one. or you only have like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's been also good. And then she holds me accountable to like, I don't know if that's in your caloric intake for the day. Like, I don't think you should be doing that. Like, she literally was doing that. So, so yeah, the past couple of weeks have been interesting, have been challenging, but I found I have been most successful when I just plan it out. I plan it out. I have my meals planned. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So one thing I would say is that just the fact that you've been roughly at maintenance, or should I say like staying within the same weight,
Yeah.
like the last few weeks or so, while having family in town, like that's not a loss. I mean, you're not like gaining, or you're not going backwards necessarily. You're staying at the same, because it's going to be a little bit more challenging because, like you said, you have family. You don't want to fully not enjoy yourself and do the things that they may enjoy as well, or tell them no a bunch of times and stuff like that. So that's cool. You know what I mean? And it is a learning curve. There is a huge transition and mindset when it's like you really have to make that decision to commit to weighing out your foods and knowing how many calories you're actually taking in and taking the time to do that.
Yeah.
Versus, because it's easy to do and it's also easy not to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a switch. It's like I can if I'm going to use rice, I'm going to use beans and stuff like that. Yeah, I can weigh it out. I can put on a scale and know how many grams it is, and then put into my fitness pal, know how many calories it is, and then that's going to help me not go over for the day. It's easy to do. It's not like rocket science, but at the same time, it's super easy to not do it. It's super easy to like, nah, not right now, not today. I'll do it later. Nah, it's cool. I'll wait tomorrow. This ain't gonna do no damage. It's just rice, it's just this or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? So it's like making that decision and keeping in mind what's the goal at hand. Like what's the decision right now that's gonna build and start the habit that's gonna help me get to where I'm trying to go.
Right.
Because every action, if we look at every action as not just that one action, but every action as the start of a new behavior change. If you make that wrong behavior, that's the start of making more wrong behaviors, right? If you take the right action and weigh out that food in that moment, that's the start of more right actions. Every time you do it one time, it makes it easier to do the next time.
Right.
It makes it easier to get into that routine. So when we view it that way, that makes it more, it helps you quickly get over that discomfort that you feel of taking those extra steps, so that's one of the main things I would say is one, happen, don't beat yourself up over it. Like when you weigh in as such, go into it knowing that, okay, well, this is a sacrifice right now due to the um, spending time with family and eating foods that's not outside the meal plan. That's just part of it. Like you're not going to get optimal results while doing so. So just realize, okay, well, if I weigh in, I'm probably going to be within the same weight.
Right.
But moving forward, when we put together the action plan for the upcoming weeks, then we want to get into the mindset of, essentially like starting from scratch, going into it with a fresh mind, just the excitement of the opportunity that you have, what I mean, that you've experienced a few different phases,
So in such a short little time frame or whatnot. Something I do want to mention, I went to the doctor a couple of years ago. Last year, I'm talking about like last month. And he was just like, yeah, man, like you're down like 14 pounds or whatnot. And it kind of like it kind of put some stuff into perspective in the fact of like, 14 pounds may not seem like a lot, but I feel like it is.
Yeah.
One, and then two, and that was like not even like that. It wasn't even like, well, I'm not gonna say that. But what I'm saying is like, it was just a reminder that like, okay, if you want to be down like 25 pounds, 30 pounds by next August when you go see him again, you just got to do some things. You got to do some things differently, man. And
Mhm.
how much does like water weight? Like I saw a video on Instagram or YouTube or whatever a while ago about like water weight. Like, what is that? Like, how do you get rid of like just all that water? Because the thing is that our bodies are mostly water, and we're supposed to drink a lot of water. 6-8 bottles a day or whatnot. I like bottles just because it's just easy to track. What do y'all know about like water weight and whatnot? Does that impact a lot, or is like it's not impacting that much, or you know, can that literally be like 5 pounds of water? You know what I mean? Like because I was looking at a video and I was like, well, I don't know that much about that. So do you all know anything about like water weight and things of that sort?
Yeah, but it's like honestly like so minuscule.
So minuscule. Okay.
Yeah, it's literally like within a few pounds. It's like the difference of what
My
you were
notes.
saying, which is like some, huh?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I had to blow my nose, fellas. Sorry
oh no, it's all good. It's all good.
about
Yeah, so basically it's a difference of a few pounds depending on what you ate. Basically, what happens is carbs, they act as sponges, essentially. That's the best way
that.
that I can explain it. They act as if they are sponges. So depending on the food choices that you have, if you have a food or a meal that's like really high in carbs, let's just say you have just like some potatoes or something like that. You have a bunch of potatoes at night. All those potatoes that you have, obviously they're higher in carbs. So when you're drinking water, that's going to be soaked up and held onto by those carbs,
Right.
right, for a period of time. So that's going to cause you to have more water and to hold more water. But as the days goes on, as time goes on, use the bathroom and stuff like that, that pretty much decreases.
Mhm.
Because sodium also causes you to hold on to water, but it's like
Yeah.
just the smallest thing, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's not really one of those things that you got to really focus on.
Okay.
The thing is, just really just prioritizing fat loss because the majority of like the actual weight that we have is primarily fat. You know what I mean? Until we start building up muscle mass with the training and get into the habit of consistently going to the gym, and then that's when we build up the mass, the frame that you have extra muscle tissue. So
Yeah.
that way, when you're losing the weight, you can still stay reasonably within that same weight or a healthy weight
Yeah.
without the fat. So it's gonna kind of like supplement for that weight that you had with the body fat. But as far as the water, it's like very minimum. Um,
Okay.
that it contains. Um, but yeah, so let's talk about some action steps. Let's talk about some things that we can start locking in on for this upcoming week and the foreseeable situation. Um, so like let's get your training schedule locked in. So I know you said Monday through Friday. Do you still want to roll with Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for the training days?
Hmm.
That's cool.
Yes, sir. I'm
Okay.
on
Uh,
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, if that works better for you. I mean, it's usually good to have a rest day in between, but
Oh
if
yeah,
you
yeah, you did say that. You did say that.
but
Oh,
no, it's better if you can commit to that and you can get that done every single week, then it's better that you do it that way versus like Monday, Wednesdays, and sometimes you can't do Fridays. So like whatever works best for your schedule, that's ideal.
okay, for sure.
Yeah. So which one?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Thursday? Okay. Cool. And then Tuesday will still be your day with Dwayne. What time for Mondays, Wednesdays, and
And I'm
Thursdays?
gonna just keep it consistent. I think I meet with Dwayne at like 7.
Uh,
Um, so yeah, I want to aim for like 7 o'clock. Like that's just like my time. I would have been off work, perfectly. Would have been off work, would have been home. You know what I mean? Texas traffic. Uh, so yeah,
okay. Cool. And this is gonna be in your um apartment, the complex gym?
yeah.
Cool. Okay. 7 p.m. All right, we're gonna be on you at that time. 7 p.m.
Ah,
So that time is also gonna be the time you're gonna be able to do the Monday, Tuesday, I mean Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays, right? Or
yeah,
what's
yeah.
okay.
Mhm. And then, so 2 things: Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. For this upcoming week, let's get a video for your sessions. Can you do that?
Yeah, I don't think my iPhone has enough space.
I'll tell you a trick. Go on settings,
Solution. Go
iPhone.
live.
Listen. Amen. Say, man, this phone, amen. This phone is let me show y'all boys. It's crazy. I'm totally joking. Well, I'm serious, but because I have to record. Look at this. 62. I got like a little XR. 62 at a 64. So I do have to delete like a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
There's a lot of stuff in your attachments. So if you go to like iPhone storage,
Yeah.
settings, iPhone storage is and delete large attachments and messages. It's only gonna delete messages, attachments that's in text messages, but it's not gonna delete like photos that you have saved and stuff like that. That'll take up a lot of space. I actually just learned that.
Yeah. These videos and what have you.
Because you could delete them, but it's not going to delete out your camera roll. It's just going to, like, if I send you a text message in your group with your family and y'all sent videos and memes, you delete that stuff from inside the text message.
That part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the same one. I got the same exact thing. What I use is Google Photos and sync it with that, and basically it gives you all the photos that's on your phone and your photo gallery. It syncs it to Google Photos, so that way you can have it stored there as well. But also just gives you like more space essentially. So I will check that out. Google Photos. You gotta read through like the documents or the videos on like how to actually operate it so that you can get the specifics, but it basically just gives you extra space and you can kind of remove the photos off of your phone gallery and then just keep them stored on Google Photos. So you can check it out later on if you want.
For sure.
But videos, we need to see what's going on. This is your
Ain't nothing, bro. I got this, bro. It ain't nothing, bro. You said videos. I'm gonna give y'all videos. Game time.
bro, that's the energy that I want to see right now. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, because seriously, like we want you to be progressing week by week. We want you to stay motivated and like to be happy with those changes that you're seeing. You know what I mean? And that comes from being uncomfortable and doing things that you're not used to. If you're feeling that sort of resistance to it, that's a good thing, because that means that you're doing something different. You're feeling a change. You know what I mean? And as long as you execute on that change, you do things that's uncomfortable, that's getting you more and more and more conditioned towards being the person that has the bite that you want. It's like completely like learning something brand new and trying to participate in and do it over and over and over again. As long as you keep doing it, like you can feel that resistance, you can feel that discomfort or uncomfortable feeling when you're trying to do something or learn something. But as long as you keep doing it, eventually it's going to become a point in time where it's just like second nature. It's just a part of like who you are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So 7 p.m. videos, and it could just be one video of each movement and upload it to the Facebook group as just like a collage. So just add it. You ain't even got to do anything fancy, like anything like that. Just like a quick post of a clip of each of the movements, so I can see like how you're performing, how you're moving, how it's looking, all of those things. That's cool.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I'm gonna commit to doing the same thing this week.
There we go.
To make sure.
Yes, sir.
But when
Us Miami boys gotta stick together. Come on now. Come on, DC.
All right, say less.
Yes, sir.
Because I just started back in the gym myself, so.
For sure.
So tomorrow night, 7 p.m.
Dun, dun, dun.
There we go. Okay. So next, where we have the situation with you and Dwayne worked out for the sessions on Tuesday. And then for your meal plan, do you need any changes? Do you need anything that's gonna like?
So I was Dwayne gave me the homework to like just look and see what I like, see what I want to try. I don't think I've seen stuff on your page before, but I have like some plantains that I need to cook. Like I just want to be able to like incorporate like plantains. Um, I know they're starchy vegetable, fruit, whatever. Fruit because it has seeds. But yeah. Like how should I didn't see any in the meal plan, but I have some that are like right now. So like
Perfect. We can
It's
do
short the plantain bowl.
we have a recipe for it. We can definitely add that.
did I miss it?
Possibly. I don't know. Maybe maybe it's not.
It's not in a virtual kitchen.
We'll definitely add that in there. We can do a plantain bowl. How let's structure this out because like I want you to enjoy what you're eating as well. Obviously, that's the biggest thing. That's gonna make you more motivated to have it. So you want the plantain bowl? How many times per week do you want it?
um two, I think I have like two plantains, so maybe like 2 or 3 days.
Okay. Let's roll with 3 then. Do you want it on your training days, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or do you want it like back to back? So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for dinner.
I think I'm gonna do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
I think that's what DC told me he does. So I was like, I might try to do that because I don't mind eating the same thing. Like for like if I like it, like in real life, I don't mind eating the same thing like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever the case may be. Like I'm not
Just
tripping.
this week. Remember, just this week we're doing it. So find your 4 favorite meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then we just gonna eat that and see the results that you gain from a week, 2 weeks straight.
Okay.
If you want curry, say I want curry. Add that
Yeah. So with the plantain bowl, what you can do is just swap out that plantain if you do get like let's say next week you still got it. You can just swap that out for rice or a potato or something different, like a different carb source, if you want. That way, you have that option of just like making adjustments as long as you keep the calories the same amount of calories as the plantain was. So, for example, for tomorrow night, if you got a plantain bowl and it's 400 calories worth of plantains, and let's say next Monday, not tomorrow, but next Monday, the plantain bowl is 400 calories, and you say, oh, you know what, tonight I kind of want rice. You will substitute that with 400 calories worth of rice instead. Cool. That makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so you just have on that. All right. What about your lunches?
Well, I was actually thinking about that. Let me pull it up. I think I would prefer like the biggest meal being like a lunch, like something hot and more so like a smoothie salad for dinner.
Okay. Well, do you want the plantain bowl for lunch then, and then
Yeah,
the dinners? Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
And Dwayne, you said only this. So what did you mean only this week? I had a crying baby in the back.
Remember when we was talking, I was letting you know that because I know it was a difficult and you have those ups and downs. Let's just try to go this week, like a full week of sticking to the plan, sticking to the workouts, getting everything mentally ready for you to accomplish what you have in the future. But we got to take it a day at a time. So if this week, like literally no, oh, I just ate a little snack, no, a little
Hey,
muffin.
man, you know
Like,
I'm the snack king, bro.
yeah, I
Like,
know.
Jesus.
Like this one week, like, remember the story I told you about me? Like, that's how it happened for me, So I just said,
Yeah.
you know what? I had this plan. When no, it's what, last September last year, this time. And I just said, I was messing up. I told you. It was like, I didn't really start until he gave me the meal plan September 7th. I didn't really start till, 3 weeks before my birthday. And he was like, can you upload the pictures? He called me every other day. He upload the pictures. I'm like, you know what? Let me just do it 1 week and see how I feel. And I saw a little bit of results. I saw, I was the same way with the scale and looking at the numbers fluctuate. And when I started seeing consistency and my body changing slowly but surely, that's what got me motivated. That's when I started, let me take off my shirt. And now every time I walk past the mirror, I'm like, I'm not gonna eat those chips. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this salad. I'm gonna go eat this mac and cheese seitan bowl. And then it just became a habit after that because I fell in love with the results. I fell in love with the consistency and actually me sticking to something that I enjoyed. So
Man, I'm looking at this, bro. I'm looking at this super easy everyday vegan burrito. Like that look like some next level. Like, jeez, because we live in Texas. Like I can eat Mexican all day. So anything, and I appreciate this about the plan. It's just like follow the meal plan, and of course the various specifications of what's in the meal, but like it's stuff that you like will enjoy eating. Like I like tofu or whatever. I grew up on very colorful salads. Like I like bomb salads where you put, I'll be putting everything with the kitchen sink in there. I'm talking about from like walnuts to craisins to tomatoes to red onions to peppers. My favorite green is arugula. I got some like I look forward to eating that this week. The only thing I have to worry about with that is like I hated the salad dressing. So I have this like little goddess dressing from Annie's, little vegan plant-based company. Well, they make mostly vegan plant-based stuff. So I just have to make sure my tablespoon or my salad dressing specifications are, are on lock. But yeah. So.
Yeah, and just keep in mind that whenever you're doing that, like with the Annie's, whatever, like what is it, 130 calories per serving. So if you're adding in the 130 calories for that salad, you got to remove that 130 calories from something else. You know what I mean? Like if you have, let's just say 2,000 calories for that day, and you eat everything in your meal plan is 2,000 calories, and then add in 130 calories, that puts you at 2130, that 2,130 calories for the day. So now you're no longer in deficit. So if you're going to do that, add in that, you're just going to have to remove those, remove 130 calories worth
from something, yeah,
right, from a different meal, right? If that's the plantain bowl or whatever it may be, you got to make that substitution so that way you stay on point and continue to lose weight. Otherwise, it's like, well, I ate in a deficit the whole day, and then I added the salad dressing, and I'm no longer in a deficit. So I just did all this work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Not much.
How do y'all feel about, so like, I mean, I have been like drinking maybe, I don't know, maybe like 32 ounces of like tea, like in the morning time. I drink my bottle of water when I wake up, and then like I'll be sipping on that tea because I have it in a Yeti cup, so it's still kind of warm, hot. And I'll be sipping on that till like lunchtime. So like I've been kind of like omitting breakfast and to stay under my caloric. I think mine is like 17 something, and also to stay under that as well. Is that cool? You know what I mean? Like, because I mean it's some bomb stuff like tofu scramble, but obviously you can eat a tofu scramble for lunch or what have you.
Give me 1 second, Zoff. 1 second. This
yeah.
Losing them. 1 second, my bad.
But yeah, DC, I was just thinking like, is it bad to like that I'm skipping breakfast? You know what I mean? I just drink the tea, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's fasting. It's intermittent fasting. I do
okay. Yeah, right. It's intermittent fasting.
I think it's on your plan. You don't eat nothing in the morning, you just drink tea and coffee. I did it for a long time. Now that I'm trying to build, I'm trying to get in more, of course.
And then like you can have a breakfast item for lunch or dinner, right? As long as you're in your.
What's your breakfast item?
Like I'm talking about like a tofu, like a tofu scramble, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
I normally intermittent fast when I first started, but now that I'm lean bulking, I'm just trying to get as much meals as I can within my calories. But yeah, that's perfect actually. So intermittent fast, and then whatever you have for lunch. Like I used to have whatever I wanted for breakfast, I just eat it for lunch. Like there's no specific time, it's whenever you're hungry. So you look at it like you got $2,000 a day. What you gonna spend your $2,000 on? You're gonna go buy you something that's $1,500 and then
Gucci,
right? So if you can just keep in your mind like your calories is your funds, and of course when you have money you want to buy multiple things of value.
Right.
But, I miss you.
Okay. Okay.
Bro, let's just get it done. You got it. Like it's in you. It's in you. You just gotta do it. Like, family leaving this evening, like, nah, it's crunch time. There's no more excuses. Not that they were bad at all, but no more self excuses. No more, maybe not today, or maybe I might have this. Like,
Yeah.
just get it done 1 week and see how you feel.
I'm gonna do that. So I need to probably go to the store this evening so that I
Forward to it after we get off this call, so I can come back home and watch this football.
yeah. So I gotta go to the store, make sure my meal. I already have my containers and just make sure everything's copacetic. And the reason why I brought up that the Annings is because I was just like, I definitely like that helps me enjoy my salads a little bit more. But like I don't think it'll be difficult if like instead of having dinner, I have a shake, which is way less calories. You know what I mean?
Right.
Than just taken away. So
Do they have the calories on that bottle? How much is it per serving?
Don't get me the line, but it's like I think it's like 50 because I calculated like I literally had a spoon. It was like 50 per tablespoon. So I think I did like 3, 1, 2, 3, and that was like 150 if I can remember correctly. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm on it this week. I'm dedicated. Like, so do you think I will have I gotta use my former meal plan, or are y'all gonna construct one kind of sort of for me?
Alter it.
Or alter it? Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna alter it spot and send it over. That's why he was getting it. Asking you now. Sure, he's gonna change it and send it over to you.
Okay, that's a dope. That's a bit. Okay. Yeah, man. Because
loses her mind whenever Raina leaves out the house.
Huh?
Okay, I'm back. My bad. Did Dwayne answer that for you, or you want to read?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Had to run downstairs. I'm all out of breath. My bad. Okay, cool. So where did we leave off?
No, Dwayne just answered my question about the like calories and intermittent fasting. I was like, can I do that or whatnot? But yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay, cool. So that's the plan of attack. So we got our task. I'm gonna add these bowls to your plan. Get that sent over today, and
yes,
then
sir.
go from there. But let's get on track this week. Let's get off to a good start.
Yes, sir.
Do you need anything from us aside from that? Anything that's gonna like keep you on point? Anything extra, like what's going to keep you motivated this week? What is that you're shooting for?
Hey man, just check in and follow up. Be like, hey Brian, don't forget that gym, 7:00.
Oh, you ain't gotta worry about that, boy. I'm on
Get out the bed. Get out the bed. Get off the couch.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna be annoying this week. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey man, I asked for it, man. I asked for it. So yes, sir. And I appreciate y'all boys, man. I'll be looking for that meal plan. Are you gonna drop it in our chat? A little chat thing?
Yeah. I'm gonna just text it over.
Okay, for sure. Mm-hmm. I was telling Dwayne I'm gonna drop them off to the airport like 5 and then probably head to the store and just get what I need for like the week to be successful or what have you. So
okay, cool. And that's just adding in the plantain bowls. So you're gonna just use the salads from the Bond protein salads?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the smoothies. Okay, cool. So I had that for lunch. But okay, cool. Well, other than that, let's get it rolling this week, and then again, also try to get those steps in as well. So just go for like your casual walk if you need to. Start adding in those extra little steps. Park to the back of the grocery store. That type of stuff. So.
I did have one more question. So I have the chicken from the Asian market, but I feel like I've had it for so long. Like, I don't know if it's, I don't even know if it's still good. Like, it looks good, but like, I don't know.
So I would recommend freezing it. Like if you keep
And
it,
I did freeze it and then I took it out, but yeah, yeah,
Mm.
I might have to.
I would look at the date because I would just tell you like, yeah, you're good. Like,
Yeah. I'm gonna do that right now.
Me, because if it look good, I'm gonna do it. So Raina come or they come over and Raina be like, this boy. I'm like, damn, you saved my life just now.
Stop. I feel it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, bro.
All right, yes, sir, man. I appreciate y'all boys in DC. I'll see you on Tuesday.
Sir, you gonna hear from me every day though.
All right, I'm ready.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good Sunday. Be easy.
All right.
Peace.